Okay, so some massive gameplay leaks came out, and I know a lot of people have already made videos on this, but since their videos, some more developments have taken place, and I want to go into depth and read everything, every single gameplay leak that has dropped, because I know a lot of these videos just mentioned a few things, but don't really go over all of it. So in today's video, I want to talk about the new things that happened, and I also want to talk about everything that was actually leaked. And this is not like a leak that is someone just guessing or someone's just saying that they heard something. This is a leak that we know is like we're 98% sure this is like an actual like leak from the company, someone inside the company saying this. It's sort of that sort of leak. So this is very trusted. We're almost 100% sure this is real, so this isn't just like a speculation. So yeah, this should be interesting. So first of all, I want to talk about the new thing that I don't think anyone's mentioned in their videos yet. And a lot of these videos were actually posted before this even happened, so they didn't even know about it. And basically what happened is something that basically verifies everything that this employee at WB Avalanche is saying. Basically, his website got taken down. His like portfolio website that he was posting all these stuff, this stuff on, got taken down. Probably WB was like, hey, you just posted a lot of information on the game, and I'm sure this guy signed like a non-disclosure agreement and everything. So he's probably in trouble right now, and so they probably wanted him to take that down. I don't know why he didn't just delete, that page. Whatever the reason, his website has been taken down. So yeah, this basically verifies everything he's saying. If it's, concerning, or not concerning, but like, if it's big enough that it needs to be taken down. And I did just want to say, I just saw that this guy was actually a level design intern at WB Avalanche. That was where he started not that long ago. He started at that position, and then he was promoted to a level design associate. And basically this means that he is pretty new in the game, or very new actually, in the game design field. And this seems like it was his first AAA project. So that's probably why he posts this stuff. He, if it's his first big project, he was probably like, oh, this is like something that I want to share to get my, myself more jobs, and like make myself, look better, which is fine. Like that's totally normal, and that's what like people do in the business world. But because he was so new, he probably didn't quite realize, how big it was, or how big of a deal it was to like publish all this stuff on this game. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but I get it. I guess I see where he's coming from. But yeah. Okay, so what did he say exactly? And I really just want to like dive into this and like get like really in depth into what he's saying here. So basically the first thing he said was responsibilities level designer overland team. And I'm guessing overland is basically like above ground, so basically not the caves. Okay, and then he said a lot of stuff after that. And I'm not going to read every little thing, but I am going to read a lot of it, a lot more than most people I see reading it. Most people are like, just say like 3 pointers and that's it. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you can actually get out of this. So one of the most important things that we said was blocked out enemy camp spaces for combat, stealth, and exploration. So that right there confirms stealth. So that's epic. I'm not sure how stealth is going to work with a wand. Not like when I think of Harry Potter, I don't think of stealth combat, but I'm sure they'll make it work. And then he said, let's see. So he said create a map to show current state, sizes, and relationships of any enemy camps and plan next steps forward. Created map. I don't think that's an in-game map. I think that's just like a physical map for the, or not, maybe not physical, but like a map for the developers to use. So yeah. And then he said adjusted terrain and foliage to guide players to gameplay. That basically means like making sure the foliage sort of makes it clear where the player's supposed to be and where they can go. So that's pretty cool. And then he said, this one's interesting. He said, collaborated with concept artists and environment artists to flesh out environmental stories and improve landmarks. So basically that's like visual storytelling. Like, let's say you run into like a camp in the middle of a forest, right? And it's like burned down or something. Like that's visual storytelling. Like there's a story that happened here. And like through the different clues that you put throughout the environment, it makes it clear, or maybe not clear, but like it shows what happens, and you can sort of find out, or it doesn't. Like it's just sort of a thing that happened. But yeah, it's more interesting than if you just like put like a block in the forest, right? Like you're trying to like tell stories with every environment, and that sort of adds life to them. So that's what he's talking about there. And then he says, hosted regular playtest sessions of camps for feedback and iterated on camp designs. And I don't know why this just made me so happy, like picturing anyone playing Hogwarts Legacy. Like maybe that's how desperate I'm getting. It's just been like that long since we've gotten anything. It's just like, I don't know. I think I'm going crazy. I think a lot of people are going crazy. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so that's all the really interesting bits for the first paragraph. If you want to go back and read all of it, just go back, pause the video. You can read all of it, obviously. But yeah. The second paragraph is where it gets really interesting. So this says, enemy camp process overview. Analyze level design in open world games like Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2, and Breath of the Wild. That is epic, okay? I know a lot of YouTubers have already like mentioned this part. It's a big deal though. I mean, like in a way it's like a big deal. In a way it changes nothing, sort of like, I don't know. It just sort of shows the like scale, I guess, that they're aiming for. And that's like the big part of this. Like Breath of the Wild, Ghost of Tsushima, like Last of Us 2, all really big games. So yeah, if they're, you know, studying those, that's pretty cool for Hogwarts Legacy. I think it's like pretty exciting. Okay, so the third box that he has up, as far as I can tell, I got all these screenshots from the Expectio video. I wasn't actually able to get on the website before it was taken down, so there might be more text boxes that Expectio just didn't put in his video. I don't think there are though. So this one says, implemented gameplay, puzzles, enemies, and loot, adjusted terrain for better compositions and player guidance. And then the rest of it, sort of stuff we already saw. So the main thing in this is puzzles. And puzzles are very, very easy to make boring. Like, there's games, right, that have puzzles, and then a skip feature to the puzzle. It's like, they know it's boring, and they know people are going to want to skip it. Like, a great example in this, Spider-Man, PS4, okay? Oh my word. The puzzles in that sucked so bad that in Miles Morales, they're just like, yeah, nah. Like, why? Why did the puzzles in Spider-Man even exist? Those were so bad. Like, literally, it's just like planned, it was fun. Every part of the game was good, and it's like, oh, puzzle. What? Like, I don't want to do a puzzle right now, right? So puzzles can be very easy to make bad, and they're really hard to make good. So, you know, maybe this is like a puzzle, like, not like a puzzle where it's like, oh, like a screen puzzle like in Spider-Man, but like this is like a puzzle using like spells to move stuff around. That would be cool. Okay, I want that. Just like puzzle. All I'm saying, puzzles very easy to make bad, so that's just something to watch out for, I guess. But yeah, loot, enemies, all that. Already know. So yeah, that's it. I mean, that's all the big things out of this text box right here. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you're interested in more Hogwarts Legacy news and videos, please subscribe. It helped me out a lot. I'd really appreciate it. But I'll see you guys in the next one.